with Sweetwater Stitcher, and this is episode number 11. Today is Thursday, May 12th, and I'm excited to be back with you. I have a lot of stuff to show, a lot of stuff to tell you about from my weekend stitching, or my one day over the weekend from Mother's Day stitching. I have a lot of haul, whips, all kinds of stuff. So let me go ahead and get started. First, I want to thank you for coming back to my returning subscribers and viewers, and thank you to those of you who are new, who have found me through either other YouTubers who I met this weekend at Stitching with the Flossies, or I know Whitley mentioned me on her video. Thank you. So thank you guys so much for sharing my channel and for supporting me through this fun adventure that I'm on. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff and I didn't prepare as many notes today. So hopefully I'll have hashtags and things on the bottom of the screen while I'm editing. But I'm going to do my best throughout the video. I feel very scattered today for some reason. But I wanted to go ahead and share because I have an event tomorrow while my kids are at school, a mom's group. So I'm not able to record tomorrow. So I thought, let me just go ahead and do it. And I also wanted to mention, I promise I will be getting the bow tutorial out in the next couple of days. So keep your eyes out for that as well. I'm finishing up recording it and then I just need to edit it a little bit and I will be getting that out to you guys. So let's go ahead and get started like I said before. So the first thing I have is I have a finish, and my finish is, and I'll show this part first and then I'll explain how it's fully finished. My finish for my stitching was May from season 2 with hands-on design, and I stitched it on 30 count straw by Weeks Dye Works, and I put this on my post that it wasn't horrible to stitch on the fabric, and this is my personal opinion, but it was not my favorite. I felt like even after I sprayed it with the starch from the idea from Chrissy from Crosshatch Quilts, I still felt like it was too flimsy for my taste. So I have a lot of it still, and I am going to just set it aside for now, and then I will probably go back to trying it again. But I stitch in hand, and so I don't like my fabric to be super, super stiff, but I like it to have a little bit of a stiffness, so I feel like I can hold it, and then I use the sewing method. So while I'm stitching, I want it to have a little stiffness to it, and I just felt like this did not have as much. So in saying that, I was having a hard time getting to this because I kept saying, I want to finish it, really because I wanted to fully finish it, but I didn't have the motivation to get to it. So I had bought this piece, which I have an addition in here, and I'll show this to you in a second. This calendar piece from Paisley and Polka Dot, and I will link them below again. I shared it I got it originally from someone shared it in the hands-on design group, and I ordered the calendar cubby. And in showing it and posting, Julie from Paisley and Polka Dot saw that I was doing it, and she reached out and was asking some questions about it, and I was explaining to her and showing her pictures of how I was going to use it and things about the cross stitch backer. And she wanted to design something to go inside of here specifically for the cross stitch piece. And you can also interchange it with other pieces. And I forgot to bring some other options up here. But what she did is she created this board, and it's a 5x7 board, and it goes on sets right in here. Oop, all my pieces are falling. And it's magnetized in, or I have it magnetized in. And then this piece, which of course is not wanting to come, I think it's glued on there now. But this is gonna come off of here, and I have all the pieces put. And then I also have another addition, you can put, she sent the bee I painted. So you can interchange it. This space would fit the Dapper Doodads from Stitching with the Housewives. It would fit the Tier Tray Tidbits in there as well. So if you were not stitching the Housewives piece, or not Housewives, the Hands-On Design calendar piece, you could put in a different seasonal stitch that would fit in here. So either a 5x5 or a 3x4 with fabric fits on here as well. So two other choices or other pieces that she sent me and I went ahead and just painted. I don't have anything on them yet. Is this one with the zigzag at the bottom. And again, these all come unpainted. So you do have to paint them, but I just use spray paint similar to the 141 Design Company larger pieces. And then this one, and this has a little strawberry that can go on here. I haven't glued any of it on yet because I'm waiting to see what I want to put. And then this one has some little stars. And she posted this one on her Instagram today. So you could put something else on here. And you could even set this in an easel if you wanted, if you didn't have, or you wanted to have something else in the cubby and then use this. But again, it comes all separate. You have to paint them yourself. But they are perfect to fit right inside of the cubby. So she has it cut out specifically for her cubby hole. So I wanted to share that. She does have it in her shop. Her shop is again Paisley and Polka Dot, and I will link it below. And she has all kinds of other really cute wooden DIY kits that you can buy to enhance your tier tray. You could put it all together with your, with your cubby box. But I love it, and I'm going to be finishing all of my monthly series on different ones, and then I'm going to, if I can get this to go back in here, I am going to then be putting them inside of my box. So I have the month stitched, and then I have my date up here at the top, and this sits in my entryway. So I'm really excited about this. I wanted to share with you guys, and head on over, especially I know a lot of people bought this box, so I wanted to share that with you guys. So that is my first, well, really my only FFO, and I think it was actually my only, let me see, where can I put this? Put it back here. It was my only finish from the week and FFO. So the rest I have to show you are whips, and then I have haul and giveaways. So my first whip I'll show you is my start from my Stitching with the Flossies event at Brick City Cross Stitch this weekend. It was on Saturday. It was so much fun. There was other floss tubers who were the main attraction, which is what we were going. I was a participant, and some of the, let me see if I can name them all. Carolyn from Carolyn Stitches, Stacie from Stacie Stitches Creative Design Company, I think is what her YouTube name is. Michelle from Neeley's Needlework, Erin from Perpetual Stitching, Chrissy from Finally a Farm Girl, and I believe that that is all. And I will link all of them below. Go watch their floss tubes. They're really great, and they have lots of fun projects that they're working on. And it was a really fun time to meet other floss tubers. One for me, since I had started a floss tube, and then it was fun to hear what they're working on, and just talk to other stitchers just in general. So the people at my table, they were wonderful, and let me see if I can name them. Debbie, Barb, Chris, who is Crisscross Stitcher, I believe is her name, Gidget, and then me. And we had a great time at my table, and I will go grab in a minute a little pin with some bees on it that Chris brought me to put on my pillow, which was so sweet. But I'll have to get that and come back and put that in the video. But thank you so much, Chris. And so that was my event. But at the event, I started my Scissor Sampler by Tellin Emblem, which I love. And I did not get this much done I only had about half of it, but I came home and that night I stitched more of this. And this is on 28 count smoky, vintage white, or vintage smoky white. Forget what it's called now. And I love it so much. I'm using all the called for colors. Let's see, vintage smoky white. Yeah, 28 count. Oops. And I am so excited to get back to get back to stitching this. I told you I feel like I'm all over the place today, but I needed to get my video recorded, so I'm just going for it. So we'll see. But that was my first whip for this week. And then my next one, and I have a lot because I am doing Mania. And I'm kind of going between, I have my small projects, which I had done my post about, and I have my different things during the week. But then I also have decided to add in some larger projects to get started on, and then I'll just pick them back up along the year. So this is my next one. This is Things Unseen by Lizzie Kate, and it was a mystery stitch along. Now all the parts are released. You can only buy it from 123 Stitch on their website. You do have to purchase all 3 parts, but once you get them all, then you have the whole chart. And I was watching Stitchy Friends with Jen and Sarah, and both of them bought this chart without knowing that each other had bought it. And while I was watching, I was laughing because they are both looking at it like, how did you get that? When did you get that? So I thought that was really funny, but I'm excited to see if they use the called for or they pick other floss colors like I have, but I really like this. And this is how far I've gotten. And this is also on, it's either 32 or 28 count. I can't remember. Vintage Smokey White, which is my new favorite right now. But I have changed the colors, and I'm using Color and Cotton and some other over-dyed floss colors. And like I think I put this on my post. If you're interested in the colors, I'm happy to share what I've used so far. But I'm going to wait until the very end to post all of the colors because I'm not quite sure which all of them are yet. It's kind of as I go, I'm deciding. I have a whole bunch of colors in my bag, and then I'm just picking as I go. So if you're interested in those colors, I'm happy to share what I have so far stitched, but the rest of them I'm just as I'm going. And then I have it in my bag from Michelle Lee Quilts. I love this bag so much. I don't know if she has any more of these on her Etsy shop, but somebody else I was watching, and now I can't remember who it was, she shared Michelle also the other day. And she had a 4th of July bag from her. So I love this bag so much. And I did get the bee bag mailed out to the winner. So that will be coming soon. Okay, next we have, this was, and I've gotten on a Flosstube binging, and getting motivated to stitch other things. And I was watching Carol from Saltbox Stitcher last night, who was recommended to me by Debbie, who watches our channel. Hi, Debbie. And she was sitting next to me at the Stitching with the Flossies event, and she lives in Jacksonville, Carol, and I thought, I'm going to watch her because she has a lot of samplers, And I haven't really done any samplers, but I'm getting into them, and I'm interested in doing some larger sampler or larger projects to frame or mount, but larger projects to make a wall downstairs in my living room. So I was watching Carol last night, and she had shared this ES Spot Motif Sampler, which I purchased as a PDF download from 1860 something, I forget, 1864, 1869, samplery, and it's a PDF download. I'll link them below. But I thought this would be really fun to do, and all of the motifs are all like little finishes. So I'm planning on just trying to like focus on one motif and do a little, and then I know that will add up to the whole thing. It is kind of a big piece, but I feel like it's manageable in taking it in chunks, and I am in no hurry to get this finished, so I'm just gonna take my time along with the other samplers that I'm kind of getting started as part of my mania as I find new things. So I'm really excited about that. And I went ahead and I have a teeny tiny start, and I'm gonna get back to this today. I just started stitching the border a little bit right here, and I'm doing this on 32 count Vintage Smokey White, which is my new favorite. And this is the called for colors. I had a few of the week's colors, so I'm gonna go ahead and use those. And then the rest of them are DMC, and I had all but one in my stash, and I had to go to Hobby Lobby this morning, so I went ahead and just picked that one up. But besides that, I had everything in my stash already, the fabric. So I thought, well, it's okay if I get the chart, and then I'll go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna work on that some more today, but I'm really excited about that. So that was kind of haul and whip. And then, I don't want to show the pattern because I don't know if everyone has gotten their Sip and Stitch box, but it is called, this is from Primrose Cottage. It's called Home of the Free, and this is how far I've got. I just have a little start because this is Patriotic Week, Patriotic Summer. So I went ahead and get started. This is the 28 count raw linen with the mini white dots. I was doing one of my Keeper of the Pins one on, so I thought this would be perfect for this. So just a small little stitch, 85 by 69, patriotic, cute. And I will go ahead, if you haven't got your box and you don't want to see, you can fast forward right now because I'm going to show the cup. So this is the mug that you got from the box. So, and then I'll wait to show the pattern, so that'll give a little bit of suspense. But that was another whip, and that was part of my mania lineup. And I went ahead and just added it in because it is patriotic. And then, I'm trying to think of what I showed last week, because I was getting a little bit started on things. Okay, I have, which I have to find it. Where is it? This is my, from Patreon, Teresa Kogut US Star. I went ahead and started this. I'm doing this on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. And I have the outline, and I have a little bit of the flag. And I have this along with a lot of other patriotic patterns in one bag. And what I'm doing is I have the floss pulled for other patterns, and I'm just pulling floss for this one that go, like, that are matching colors. I'm trying to see in this, I don't think I got any further on any of the other ones, because I had bought the Tier Trade Tidbit last week, and I think I showed that already. So that was my other patriotic. And then I made 2 bags. I made this strawberry bag to put Berry Bakery Inn by Stitching with the Housewives, which I have that in my haul. And then I bought these cute little charms from Sage Sandry, I think. It's Christine Sherman's daughter. She makes these, and I'll link her below. But I bought some charms just to put on the bags that I'm making. But I thought that was cute. And then I also made this bag with fabric from the cookbook line, and it happened to have strawberry, which is why I used it. And then, oops, I bought this Strawberry Farm, and I just have a tiny start on this. Just a little bit of the barn. So I need to get back to this. I wasn't really motivated to be stitching on, or stitching strawberry stuff. I don't know why, because I made the bag so I would get motivated, and then other things were catching my eye. So I do want to get back to these a little bit so I can get my some strawberry things done, because I don't have any, and I have a tiered tray in my kitchen, but I have no strawberry stitching on it. So that was the one. That have a couple more. This is, and I haven't gotten, they have released the second, oh, I think I already showed this. I'll show it one more time. But they did release the second part to the summer home stitch along, and it says Home Sweet Home at the top. I haven't got that stitched yet. I need to get to it, because tomorrow they're going to release the next part. But it goes right here, and this was my border. I think I did show this last week, but I need to get that stitched probably today, or I'll do that portion and the next installment at the same time. So we'll see. And then I was able to get a couple stitches in for This Is the Day by Plum Street Samplers. On Sunday, I don't even know. Oh, Sunday was Mother's Day. So we were busy grilling out. My daughter, I was gone Saturday, so then on Sunday, of course, my daughter was acting up, so it was a long day. So when I got home, I wanted to get a little stitching done. So this is all I got done. I just was able to put in a small little part right here. And then I went to go, I was trying to stitch, and then my husband he was coming in and turn the light out in the bedroom, and so I said, I'm just going to bed. But that was all I got done. So I am planning to get back to this weekend. I think I already had said I'm trying to work on it on the weekends for the month of May, and then obviously I will get back to it as well, because I really want to get this done. And when I was at Hobby Lobby today, I went on the unfinished wood section, and I found a couple different frames. I need to measure how big my piece will be on these frames, but they were just wood pieces with the little round dots around the edge, and there was another one that looked kind of like wood planks, and I thought that would be simple and nice to mount that to. I don't think I want to put it in a frame with glass, but I might change my mind. I haven't quite decided, but I'm just looking around for when I do get it done for how I want to mount it. And I'm also trying to decide where I want to display that, and then where I want to make a wall to hang some of these larger pieces that I'm working on. So I'm in the process of trying to figure all that out. So stay tuned. And then this was from last week, and I did stitch a little bit more on it. It was from Keeper of the Pins, and I was working on this, and I don't know if this is what I had gotten done last week or not, but I was able to get everything done, and all I have to do is fill in the spool. And because I ended up working on some patriotic things, and then I started a few larger projects last week, this was the only one I was able to get started on. I would like to do the little sampler one, this one, and the one with the bird still. So I have this in my bag, and I do want to get back to this. I will probably just keep it all kitted together, and then when I feel like stitching something more in this theme, then I'll pull this back out. But I found some other things I wanted to start on, which then that got pushed to the wayside. So far in May, and we're on May 12th, I have only one finish, which is okay. But I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. So let's see. I think that's all the whips I have. So the next part I have is haul, which I have an embarrassing amount of. So a couple things I found. Well, first of all, I found this through Chris at the Stitching with the Flossies event. This is called Creative Impressions. And this is, you can kind of see, it's called Antique Ruler Ribbon. And it looks like this. And it's from Amazon. I will link it below. But it's perfect for, she was showing it to us because she was stitching Matilda Mouse from Finally a Farm Girl. And she was going to use this on her thing. But I have bought that pattern. I don't know when I'm going to stitch it. But I thought that this would work for a lot of different things. This would look really cute on the Keeper of the Pins projects. It would even look, the person who makes this, BR Bird Girl, she puts this little ribbon on her bag, and this would be so cute to put on a bag. I might do that. It could be a zipper pull. This could be used for so many things. So this, it's 25 yards of this twill tape. So I would, if you are interested in twill tape, I highly recommend this. And it's a little bit of an off-white color, so it looks a little bit vintagey. But I think it was under $10, but really cute. So that was a buy from the stitching. I bought it while I was at the event on Amazon. And then, oh, these were more of the zipper pulls. And I think, let me see if it has. Of course, it doesn't have her. No, it doesn't have her thing on there. Oh, that is a zipper one. So that's more of the zipper pulls. Then this is, oh, color and cotton thread from my club. This is the Primitives colors for this month. And these are the all colors. And I did take out a red already. Sorry for the glare, but I don't want to take them out of the bag. Okay, so that was color and cotton thread, which I am trying to build a little bit of a stash of that. I didn't have a lot, and then somebody was telling me about it, and I really like the variegation in there. And then this I had told you guys about a while ago. I ordered this, I don't even know how long ago. The Joy in the Journey book. I started this stitch, which I had got in a kit from Amazon, but this was a book that has other designs, and I bought this from Stitchery Express. And let me see if I can find, these are some of the other patterns in here. And these are Diane Williams before she was, she Country Cottage Needleworks. Oh, I think that was all of them. Yeah. So this I found on there. I don't know if they have any more of them. It just came this week though. So that was another fun thing. And then I shared this on Instagram. I love Tiny Modernist, Happy Easter wreath, and she came out with a Hello Summer wreath, and I had to buy it. And I have it all kitted up. I can't decide if I'm going to use 25 count cloud or if I'm going to use 28 count Monaco white. But I am, and we're still working on the hashtag, I am going to do a stitch along with stitching Stitchin' with the Twins. They are a fun YouTube channel to watch, and we're gonna do a stitch along in June with this pattern. So if you're interested, I'll link them below. Go watch their channel, buy the pattern. I bought the PDF, so it was an instant download. You can also buy it from your local needlework store in a paper pattern. But we're gonna do a stitch along for this in June. So more to come on this, but this was part of my haul. And I went ahead and got the DMC. I'm going to just use the called for colors for that. So that was a fun thing to get started with. And then this is kind of, again, all over the place. This is Color and Cotton. It was a limited edition because I think it was a misdye. It's a 28 count cashel linen. Very pretty color, a bluish gray. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do on this, but I really liked it. So I went ahead and I don't have any of their linen. So I was really excited about that. I bought this, which is called Noel Sampler. It's from Brenda Gervais. And I bought it from the Cottage Needle on Etsy. And I am potentially going to be doing this along with a couple other projects for Jolly July. This was a stitch along, or is still, I think, with some ladies from Brick City. And Linda, who's Stitchy Linda on Instagram, and she's done a couple floss tubes with Chrissy, Finally a Farm Girl. She finished hers. Excuse me. And she stitched on 25 count 1/1, and it's so pretty. So I can't decide if I want to do that or if I'm going to use a 28 count or 32. I haven't decided, but I'm thinking about doing like a white color, an antique white with the called for, or I might brighten a few of the reds up, but I thought that was so pretty. And Mrs. Jones Stitches also is potentially going to be working on this, but I don't want to say that she's going to. This was from, actually, let me hold on, because that's from Brick City. This was from Southern Stitchers Co. They were having a sale, and so I bought a few things. I just bought some linen, and then I have been wanting this Spring Awakening, and I haven't purchased it yet, but I want to get all 4 of them. The Winter Cometh. There's a summer one that's out, but it's just 3 DMC colors, and I think that's really fun, and it's sampler looking, which, like I said, that hasn't been my thing, but it's starting to creep in, I would say. So I'm excited about that. And then this was some of the things I got from Brick City. I got Hands-On Design, Be a Pineapple. And again, I have no idea when I'm going to stitch these, but I went to the shop after the event, and I wanted to get some of these. This is by Rosewood Manor, Old Owlsmore Cottage. I thought that was really pretty. Really, the colors is what got me. Then I got, this is a potential other for Jolly July, Holly Berries by the Scarlet House. Thought that was really pretty. And I think I might do it on a black or a charcoal. I thought that was really pretty. And then what else is from there? And then, okay, so I had already Orange Tree Sampler from Stacie Stitches Design. I cannot think of her shop name right now. I'm really sorry, Stacie, but I will link her below. Design Studio or Creative Studio, I think. So I'll link her shop below again. But I already had bought that, and I just bought linen to go with it, and I did get the silk to stitch this. So I'm excited about that. And then I wanted to do this, and I was asking Linda at Brick City, did they have a stitch along? She said, not yet, but we can make anything a stitch along. So stay tuned. I think we're having a stitch along, I'm pretty sure, for a Tisket a Tasket. And I saw the Virginia Stitcher, who's on Flosstube, doing this, and I saw some other people, and what really sold me on the pattern was these really cute things on the back. They're additional charts that come in it, and I am not using the called for colors. Surprise. So I chose Salt Rock 28 count, and I actually think that this is Color and Cotton. So it's 28 count, and let me see how to hold all of this together. And what I did, and I have no idea how I'm actually going to put them on here, but what I did is I took the colors from Owlsmore Cottage, who's also by Rosewood, so I know that all the colors go together, or they look good together, and I'm going to put them in this pattern. I don't know how exactly yet, but this is all of the colors, if you can see, blues and greens. This is not doing a very good job showing you. They're all falling on this with a tisket, a tasket. And yes, I know this is quite the large piece and undertaking, but I thought it would be fun. So it's really pretty, and I'm excited to use the other colors and stitch on this fun linen. So stay tuned. If you are not a member or haven't joined the Facebook group for Brick City Stitchers, you can go over there. They post all kinds of things. Linda also posts in there when they get new charts in. You can buy things through there from them, or call the shop Brick City Cross Stitch. They were so nice and helpful picking out fabric. They have tons of fabric. So if you're looking for specific colors, you can call and they'll cut fabric and mail it to you. Or if you're in town, head on over. So I'm really excited about that. And I have been almost starting, and then I've gotten distracted, but I'm waiting for Linda to announce when and all of that for the stitch along. But I'm excited about that. And hope it's okay that I said there's a stitch along. And then 2 more things before another chart. I was also able to get a bag, which I have been wanting to get forever and ever and ever, from Chrissy from Crosshatch Quilts. I was able to get one of her bags that she posted, and it's Christmas, so I'm going to use this for some of my Jolly July projects, and I'm excited about that. And then this stuff is from Fat Quarter Shop. So I was talking about needles at the, I think in video 1 or 2. I love, love, love Pat Carson needles, but as everyone knows, they have gone out of production and you can't find them. So I've been on the hunt for other ones I like. I tried the Peacemakers. They're okay. It's more so the eye of the needle that was really hard for me to get the thread through. And then I tried the Mary's, I think I have one right here. Maybe not. I think Mary's Tapestry or something like that. Same thing. I was having a really hard with the eye. So I did get some Bowen. I have been using these, so I got a few more. These are super inexpensive. But I got 28 and 26 because those are pretty much what I use. And then I ordered, with the recommendation from Primrose Cottage, the girls there, they like these. And I have seen these so many times at Needle Orts, my local needlework shop, and I have passed them by, and they had them on Fat Quarter Shop, and because I didn't know if they were good or not, but they say that they love them, so I ordered them to try them out. But like I said, I've been using the Bowen ones, and those have been working, and I can thread the floss through there, okay? So that's my happy medium. I prefer the Pat Carson still, but you can't find them. This is, and this came really fast because I just ordered this the other day. I'm going to participate in the mystery stitch along Boo Crew with Fat Quarter Shop. These are the colors. So I got the Classic Colorworks pack, and I got Peaceful Purple in the linen And I am not a purple person, but when it comes to Halloween, there is something about purple that I like. So I am going to do it on the purple just like they have it with their called for colors. And I'll link that below as well. And then I got some of the new Stitching with the Housewives charts, the Berry Bakery, which I said, Hello America, and this one. I don't know. I know I'm going to stitch the berry one. I don't know about these yet. We'll see what happens in the next month, especially with some of these larger projects that I'm starting and I really want to get to. And then I was watching Annie. I think Annie from Proper Stitcher is who bought Michelle's bag. I feel like that's who it was. If it's not, I don't remember who it is now. But I was watching her channel. She was talking that she was wanting to get back into quilting. I've been wanting to sew some. She bought these charm packs from Fat Quarter Shop. They're so cute for patriotic. And I bought 2 of them. And then I just bought a white. And I'm going to just sew together squares. So I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I loved that fabric, so I thought I'll get it, and then I'll just see when I can sew some squares together, and then eventually I'll have a quilt top. But I've been having an itching to sew some in between some of the cross stitch. And this is the worst time to be getting it because my middle daughter, she just has until Friday at school, and then my son gets out next Wednesday, and then they're home for the summer. So I don't really know when I'm going to get to any of this stuff, but I needed to buy it apparently. So these 2 more projects I have, and so when I was at the Stitching with the Flossies event, one of the ladies at my table, Gidget, she was sharing a chart from Plum Street Samplers, which I don't have right now, that is exclusive to Fox and Rabbit. It's so pretty. So I went over to Fox and Rabbit to order it, and then while I was on there, I found this really pretty Quaker. And I have been wanting to do a Quaker, just put a color in or a thread in every day or something like that, but I hadn't found one that I really, really liked. And this one is called Friends and Family, and I thought it was really pretty, and I love that it was called Friends and Family, and then you can put in your friends and family initials within the Quaker. So I've never stitched a Quaker either, and again, slow and steady. I'm not trying to get this done quickly or anything. I know it will take a while, but I thought this would be a really fun one to do. And so I'm going to stitch this. I'm not going to stitch it in red. I am going to use my fine floss silk from my club with Fat Quarter Shop this is from January, the Iris Blue. And there's another one I'm missing as well. And I'm going to just use this to stitch different motifs, and I'm going to use the 5 colors that come in here. And if I run out of one, I'll just order that one. But I thought that would be fun to have a blue Quaker in multiple different colors. But I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to do that on either 28 count white linen, or I'm going to try to use the method that Linda from Stitchy Linda uses, where she stitches on 25 count, and I happen to have this in my bucket. She does 1 thread over 1 square on 25 count. So since this is a large piece, I'm thinking I might do that, but I want to try it like a little part and see if I like stitching that way before I commit to this huge Quaker. But Lori Holt, she puts in, I think it's with her Quakers, she'll sit down like at the beginning of her stitching time and she'll put in 1 thread a day, and as she stitches each day, a lot gets done. So I'm thinking that that's how I'm going to tackle this. Like I said, I'm in no hurry, but I really liked that it was called Friends and Family, and it had some type of a sentimental connection. So And this was a PDF download from Fox and Rabbit. So that is one more. And then this is my last thing. And then I have the giveaways. So again, at the Stitching with the Flossies event, Chrissy from Finally a Farm Girl was stitching this. This is a stitch along she has with, I believe it's Carolina Stitcher. It's called Mary Clayton, and it's from Hands Across the Sea. I have never stitched one of their patterns, so this will be the first. But I said, oh, yours is so pretty, and I saw she was stitching it in person, and the colors are gorgeous. So I commented on her picture. She said, join me. So I thought, oh, I don't know. I have so much other stuff going on. But then Heather, and I'm looking to get her name right, from Sunshine HEV, she said she's never done one and she's going to stitch it. So we're both going to start. I have some 30 count lamb's wool that I had already bought to do this. And it's DMC. I'm going to pull the DMC. I'm pretty sure I have all the colors and get started on this as well. And then I thought after I bought it that I'm going to read the information because my husband's aunt, or her husband, who is related by marriage to my husband, because his aunt is my father-in-law's sister, their last name is Clayton, and he is from England. And I wonder if there is some kind of relation to the person who stitched this. So that was another connection to the sampler. So I'm going to read, there's a whole bunch of information that I printed. The pattern is 13 pages, including the information. So I'm going to research into that and see if there is a way to figure out if there's some relation, because I thought that was really cool, which also kind of spurred me to say, yeah, I'll do it. So that was exciting, and I'll put a link for all this stuff below. But that was haul, plans, all kinds of stuff. So I still have more Stitch Mania and hashtag Sweetwater Stitcher plans. I have some Halloween and some fall things to pull out and work on. And as you can see, I kind of have gotten into this larger project starting as well. So I'm just kind of, as the week goes and I feel like I want to stitch something, I'm pulling it out. I have my bag with my things I had planned still sitting there, and I'm pulling things from, but I'm also adding to it. So I'm trying to post every day on Instagram so you can see what I'm working on. But again, if you have other questions, I'm more than happy to answer, colors or whatever. Some of the samplers, I'm trying to stick to the colors they have, or if and I have not come across this yet, I might brighten some of the colors, but most of them I'm going to leave similar or the same to what they already have. So that was a lot of stuff. So for this week, I have the winners for last week's giveaways, and I also have 2 people who have not reached out to me. This was for the 3/9 patches, and the winner of this was Amy Montoya. And I'm going to give you another week to reach out to me. My email's below. Let me know that you won these. And if you don't respond, then I'll put them back into the pile of giveaways. And then this one was from a couple weeks ago, Lucinda, who's Goldie Fish LS on YouTube. You had won this, and again, I haven't heard from you. So check, try to email me again if you already did, or reach out to me on Instagram. But I'm gonna save those for one more week, and then if I don't hear, I'll put them back in the rotation. So from last week, the giveaways were ABC. This was number 1, and this was the pattern, and it also came with a couple floss. Christy M, Christy with a K, M, you won this. So congratulations. Number 2 was Be Nice, and this is AG Weather Wax 1. Number 3 was Stitched by Jen, and it was this, Stitched by Jen. And number 4 was Cindy Lycan. So congratulations to all of you. Reach out to me with your name, your address, what you want to my email below, sweetwaterstitcher@gmail.com, and I will get these out to you as soon as possible. And for this week, let me find, I have some giveaways as well. Again, not that. Remember, you need to be over 18, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and then comment below. And for the question for this week, my question is, have you ever stitched a sampler? And if you have, which sampler is your favorite that you have stitched? So if you haven't, then you can just say, what is your favorite stitch that you have stitched? But if you have a sampler that's your favorite that you've done, I'd love to know, since I'm getting into them and interested in finding others. Not that I need to get anything else started right now, but I can put them on a list. So I'd love to hear from you guys. So the first giveaway for this week this is from a viewer, and her name is Amy, and she was stitching the wreaths from Wreath Swap with Stitching with the Housewives, and she did not enjoy using the Classic Colorworks. So she has some 12 grain and Little Sprout to stitch the wreaths from Stitching with the Housewives, the Wreath Swap. This is for the chart number 1. So this is number 1, is the floss. I think it's 4 things of 12 grain and 2 things of Little Sprout. And that was thank you to Amy, who's sent that to give away. So that was number 1. Number 2 is June Cottage by Country Cottage Needleworks. And it has also, I'm pretty sure it's all the floss except for one skein. So that's number 2. Number 3 is a quilt pattern Firework Frenzy from Primrose Cottage. And they sent, this is compliments of Primrose Cottage. And I did this last year. I haven't, I need to bind it still. And then this is also from Primrose Cottage, compliments of The Witch Next Door. This is number 1, 2, 3. This is number 4. And number 5, and this is from my stash. This is called Glory by Bent Creek. This is number 5. So again, thank you so much to everybody for watching. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe to enter the giveaways. Be over 18, have a U.S. mailing address. And I hope you guys get a lot of stitching in. Follow me on Instagram at Sweetwater Stitcher to follow along with my progress. I will be getting the bow tutorial out to you guys. I will be doing some more blog posts on some of my progress on my pieces. And then I will be, I'm pretty sure next week I will be back for sure on Thursday. And then the rest of the summer, I am either going to move to every other week, or I've also been throwing around the idea of doing some live videos. They probably will be at 8 o'clock Eastern time, but they'll be recorded. So if you can't join in live, you would be able to watch it. I'm not sure the date and all that yet, but it's an easier way for me to record and upload since my kids will be home and I'll be trying to figure out when to record. So stay tuned for what's going to happen. I will still be having videos over the summer, but I'm not sure exactly when they're going to be. So for now, I'll see you next week. Get lots of stitching done. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.